Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Gig Money Madness. It is Monday, November 22nd. It's about 11:39. Things started picking up really fast this morning, so this is the first chance I've had to welcome you to my channel. By the way, my name is B, so I'm glad you're along with me today. I've already picked up and dropped off one order. It was a Grubhub order, picking up at Taco Bell. Wasn't going a very far distance, so I had it done in about 5 minutes. I have another order already on board, and I picked up at Hawaiian Brothers, and it was an Uber Eats order. So I'm about probably 3 minutes, if that, to the drop-off already. So let's go. Okay, I have that Hawaiian Brothers off, and I've been to that house quite a few times, probably a handful of times, but it was for delivering groceries from Hy-Vee. So it's a beautiful area that they live in. It's like a gated house, and they have a lake, and it's fairly new, so they've been just building things a little at a time. So I noticed there was a dock down on the lake now, and they had a pontoon boat, and just a really nice house. But when I delivered today, it was the first time I'd ever actually met the person that lives there. So I couldn't record the drop-off because she had already opened the front door. It was a leave-it door, but she was already, she already had the front door open and was waiting for me. So. Okay guys, I have my next order on Uber Eats. I am already on my way. I'm not too far, maybe 3 minutes if that. So it's not going very far. I should be able to get it done, probably within 10 to 15 minutes. So, it's my second Uber Eats order this morning. They usually are scarce, so that's all right with me. I'll take them from whatever app I can get them. So let's go get this picked up. Okay, so I want you to look at this order right here from Grubhub. It was for $18 and some change, going 20 miles and some change. So at first sight, when you see that $18, you're thinking, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money, right? But when you consider the mileage and even going one way, you're not even getting $1 per mile. Let alone you got to come back from there, because it would even take me out of my Grubhub area and my DoorDash zone. So, I wouldn't get any orders until I got back closer to my area. So, yeah, that's one that, is just definitely not worth it. And you can see how far I originally am from even picking up from the restaurant. And this is what I'm talking about with Grubhub, is that's what they always do, is they send you, 5 to 10 miles just to even go pick up the order. At least that's what it seems like to me. But their orders just aren't worth it, because they don't try to get the closest driver to the restaurant to pick it up. So, and like I've said before, I'd rather sit and wait, 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most, for an order than to put the miles on my car for that same price. So, you want everything close. If it's close, it's going to be quick, right? Or at least a little quicker. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's one of the examples I'm talking about with Grubhub, and how they need to change up their disbursement of orders to drivers, because the way they do it right now just is horrible, and it just doesn't make any sense as a driver to take stuff like that. So I'm waiting on my next order right now. Okay guys, I have another order that I've accepted, and it was on the Walmart Spark app, and I took it because it was almost $25, but what I didn't realize was, and I don't know, because I always look, I didn't look at which store I was picking up from, and of course it was the farthest one away from me, right? So I'm on my way to go pick it up. It's actually 2 orders for the almost $25. $14 of it was a tip. I won't see that till tomorrow. So yeah, I'm a little frustrated with myself. Okay guys, I have the Spark order on board, and the first drop off is about 2.5 miles, which is going to take me about 8 minutes to get there. And it's taking me further south, which means it's taking me further away from my DoorDash zone. So hopefully either Uber Eats or Grubhub has something that's kind of going back that way to get me back into my DoorDash zone. So once I get this first one dropped off, I'll let you know how far the second one is. Okay, I have that first one dropped off. It was in a gated community for senior living. It's not assisted living, it's just senior living. Oh boy, guys. It is 1:47 right now, and I just got done with that freaking Spark delivery. I'm not very happy right now. Let's put it that way. I am not happy that took so long. Okay guys, I picked up an Uber Eats from La Fuente Mexican restaurant, and then dropped it off. It wasn't very far. It was going less than a mile, so it was for $6.50. And now I have a Panda Express on Grubhub that I'm gonna go pick up, probably about less than a mile from the restaurant, so let's go grab it. So, and just FYI, I just realized that it's about 2:26 right now, and I'm finally over being upset about the Spark delivery, but I have not taken a single DoorDash order all day. I started at 11, it's now 2:26. So I don't know what's up with DoorDash today. That is just so unusual, you know, that I don't get anything. And I mean, I haven't even had any decent offers. So like they've all been like $5 or, you know, like $13 and 20 miles, you know. So yeah, that's just unusual. So let's go grab this. Okay guys, I already picked up and delivered that Panda Express on Grubhub, and just as I pulled away from the window at Panda Express, DoorDash sent me an order for Panda Express. So dang, if it hadn't been just a couple seconds, you know, maybe 5 seconds earlier, I could have just stayed right there at the window and asked for it, but I had to pull around and go back through the drive-through line to pick it up, which it wasn't horrible. Maybe it was another 5 minutes, but yeah, with that particular Panda Express, their lobby's closed, so I think they're still having staffing issues, so you can only go through the drive-through, and when it's like busy during the lunch and the dinner rushes, I don't accept any orders from that restaurant because the line is just too long. So, but since it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, it wasn't too bad. So I have the second order on board, and that's my first DoorDash order today. I was just talking about that, and I'm about a minute from the drop off. It was only like 5 minutes total from the restaurant. So let's go get it on. Hi. Is it Vidal?
¡Vidal! ¡Vidal! ¡Tu comida! ¡Tu comida!
So you can just give it to him if you want to.
Tip it already?
Yeah.
And give it the
Yep,
tip,
everything's,
everything?
yep, everything's good.
Okay.
So thank you. Okay guys, I got both of those Panda Expresses dropped off, and I now have a DoorDash order that is picking up from Walgreens, so it's a shop and deliver. It was for $7.50 and it's not going very far, so I am in the parking lot at Walgreens, so let's go shopping. Yeah, I forgot to mention that the last Panda Express order went up to $7.50. Up from $6.50, so that's good. So I have the Walgreens order on board. There were only 3 items and they were out of one of them, so I'm just bringing the other 2. But I'm like a minute from the drop off, not very far at all, so let's go get it off. Accepted my next order. It's on Grubhub, picking up from 7-Eleven. They're usually pretty quick at getting the order together, so I'm like less than a minute away from the pickup, and I think it's going to a guy that I deliver to quite often, and it's funny because it's usually always from 7-Eleven to this guy. So it's going to take me out of my zone, but not very far, so that's not an issue. And like I said, it's 3:32. It's kind of the slow time, so this was a good order for the slow time especially. So let's go pick it up. Hi, picking up Grubhub for Andrew.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Good. Yep, that's it.
Thank you. Alright, I've accepted my next order, and this one's on Grubhub, picking up from Taco Villa. I'm actually in the parking lot. It's just like right behind me here. I usually have to wait a little bit for them to get it all together. I did get the confirmation that the order was ready for pickup, but usually I still have to wait. So, but still shouldn't take me very long. And then I bet I'm probably just a couple miles from the drop-off. So let me go grab it. For Lauren. Thank you. Okay, I have that Taco Villa on board. I'm about 3 minutes from the drop-off, and she pretty much, I walked up to the counter and she handed it to me, so they did have it ready for me. So let's go get it off. Alright guys, I've accepted my next order. It's on DoorDash, and it was for $10.25, picking up at J. Gilbert's wood-fired steaks and seafood. So they have, if you live in the Kansas City area and you have not tried J. Gilbert's, it's pricey, but if you want a good steak, J. Gilbert's is the place to go. So, and actually they only open in the evenings, so it's 4:30, so they either open at 4 or 4:30. I'm hoping that they're open now. So just be sure if you do decide to come that you don't come for lunch. So just, they're a dinner place. So I am in the parking lot right now, so I'm gonna go grab it. Hey, I'm just picking up a DoorDash order.
Okay.
Okay guys, I have the J. Gilbert's on board, and I only had to wait about 3 minutes for it. It wasn't very long. And they do open at 4:30 in the evenings, so, or late afternoon, whatever you want to call it. I am about 6 miles, a little less than 6 miles from the drop-off, and it's going to take me about 13 minutes because it's not highway miles. So, I let my customer know that I'm on my way, and I'm just curious if when you guys deliver, do you actually text your customer and let them know that you're on your way, or do you just kind of let the app do everything for you? For quite a while actually, I was sending a meme in the DoorDash app. It was a meme of Baby Yoda, and it said, "On my way with your food, I am." And I thought it was cute, you know, and a lot of people that I sent it to got, you know, either a good laugh or a big kick out of it. And sometimes I would even get a cash tip from it. Like, one lady gave me $20, $20 cash tip. Another lady at an office gave me like $10. So, you know, every once in a while I would just make some extra cash off of the silly little meme, you know. It just made people's days. So anyway, I am about 10 minutes from the drop-off, so let's go ahead and go get this delivered. Also, I think this order from J. Gilbert's is going to be more. I don't know how much more, but I think it's going to be a little more at least. So it's a pretty like I said, it's a pretty pricey restaurant. So, but the thing that makes me think it's not going to be very much more is just because there were only 3 items. So let's go get it off and find out. All right, guys. I was right. It was more, and it wasn't just a little more. It ended up being $19.61. So, yeah, that's fantastic. I don't get to pick up from there very often, but when I do pick up from there, they're usually pretty good. So, I'm happy with it. All right, I'm just waiting on my next order. So Uber Eats just tried to send me a shop and deliver order. The money to miles was fantastic, but I've done 1 shop and deliver for them, and I just said never ever again. The app is horrible. I mean horrible. Like, it's so freaking basic. They don't have pictures. All they have is, you know, what the item is and how many, and like I said, it is horrible. So DoorDash and Instacart and Shipped, those apps are like a Cadillac compared to the the app Uber Eats uses for those shop and delivers. So that's something Uber needs to work on, that's for sure, and I would make it a top priority, because I do get them fairly frequently, but after I did that first one, I said never again, because I'm a visual person and I need pictures, because if you're not scanning a barcode, you don't know for sure if you've got the right item sometimes, you know. So anyway, just something Uber Eats needs to work on as far as the shop and deliver orders. So I'm still waiting on my next order. Okay guys, I have accepted my next order on DoorDash, and it is picking up at McAllister's, and it was for $8.50, going like 5.2 miles, somewhere in there. It looked like from the map that it's going to be mostly all highway miles, so it should be pretty quick. It is going north, which is the direction I don't like to head, but since it's highway, I should be able to get back down pretty fast, back into an area where I can get another order. And if you looked at the order, it also showed that there were 10 items. So after I accepted it, I looked at the items to see what they were, and it looks like there's like 6 food items and then 4 drink items. So I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit more than what the offer's actually showing me. So I'm sitting in the parking lot right now, so let's go in and grab it. Hi. Yeah, for Dawn.
My favorite.
Okay guys, it was almost 5 miles to the drop-off. When I first started the GPS, I am about 3.6 miles away now, so I'm only about 6 minutes from the drop-off. Like I said, it's all highway miles, so it's not going to take me very long to get it dropped off. Something I was just thinking about too was like this order, for instance, is $8.50, and a lot of times when you have that 50 cents, at least in my market, it's almost pretty guaranteed that it's going to go up, that you're going to get more than what was offered. So it happens on my $6.50 orders. So I'm thinking it's gonna happen on this $8.50 order. Oh my gosh, the traffic is horrible. I think there was an accident or something. Okay, maybe this won't be as fast as I thought it would be. Darn. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is by those cents on the end. Like I said, for my market, it's 50 cents. And for your market, it might be 25 cents. So, like, it might be $6.25 that you'll see higher payouts at the end. Or it could be if you get, if your base pay, so that means your base pay would be like $2.25. And it might be in your market $2.75 is your base pay. So a lot of times that 75 cents, it might be $6.75 or higher, that you would see a higher payout on those particular orders. So just kind of be aware of that. It doesn't mean it's always going to be, but I would say probably 80%, if not 85% of the time, I take an order that has the 50 cents on it. It's usually higher. So, and so, you know, just kind of keep that in mind. Sorry for all the flashing lights. So just keep that in mind when you're considering taking an order. You know, that cent on the end, the number of items for sure. If it's 6 items or more, there's more than likely a higher payout, unless it's just like, you know, 2 sandwiches and 4 cookies or something like that. Then your payout's probably going to be higher on those. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, just so you can kind of be aware to keep an eye out, you know, for that. So it's starting to get really dark. I'm about 3 minutes from the drop-off right now, so let's go get it dropped off and see if the payout's higher. Okay guys, let's see if it was any more. I handed it to the customer, so. $10.50. Okay, so I went back and looked at that McAllister's order that was going all those highway miles that was for $8.50. It did go up. It went up to $10.50. It was originally $8.50. I thought it was $10.50 for some reason. So I'm just sitting here waiting on my next order. I don't know why it's taking so long to get one. I've been sitting for about almost 10 minutes, actually. So I'll let you know when I get one. Okay guys, I actually ended up with 2 orders from Hawaiian Brothers. One's on DoorDash and The other one is on Grubhub. So it looks like they're probably about 2 minutes away from each other. So yeah, it was hard to pass up taking those because they were like almost exactly dropping off in the same spot. So just a little bit of distance between them. So I am on my way to the first drop off. So the first one is was about 11 minutes away, and then the second one was about 13 minutes away, and that's from the restaurant. So that's how I came up with the 2 minutes probably apart from each other. One of the orders, the Grubhub order, was $9.38, and the DoorDash was $8. So it's actually going to be more like $17. Is this for you? How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
Just hungry, huh? And don't want burgers. Thanks a lot.
Have a good night.
You too. Hi. Picking up for Brian. Why?
DoorDash?
Yes.
I'll go check on it.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, I have another order on board. It is a DoorDash, and I picked it up from Mi Ranchito. So I only had about a 3-minute wait, so not very long. And I am like less than a minute from the drop-off. So let's go get it off. Hello. Picking up for Sherry, eh? It's a Grubhub. Okay, guys, that DoorDash order ended up being $9, so up from $7.50 from Mi Ranchito. So, like I always say, every little bit helps. I'm working on a Grubhub order. I just picked it up from Chinatown Express, and I should have it dropped off here in just a couple minutes. It was only about 5 minutes from the restaurant. So let's go get it off. Guys, I have a DoorDash shop and deliver from Hy-Vee on board. I already shopped for it, and I'm headed to the drop-off. So, should take me about 10 minutes to get it dropped off. It's actually taking me closer to home. It's almost 8 o'clock now, and it's pretty slow, so I don't think I'm going to stay out to try and hit my 200, because it's just going to take all night if I do. So, some days you hit it, some days you don't. So, like I said, I should have this dropped off in about 10 minutes. If I get something else, I'll let you know. Okay, guys, I got that Hy-Vee order dropped off, and I now have a DoorDash order on me. I picked up from Tanner's, and it was for $8.50, and I'm about 2 minutes from the drop-off. There were 7 items, so I think there's a chance that it might be a little bit higher. but let's get it off and we'll find out. Okay guys, I dropped off that Tanner's and it turned into an $11 order, so that was pretty good. It was up from $8.50, and I think when I got it, we had a $2 peak pay going on, so it would have been like having a $6.50 order. But remember, I was talking to you earlier about the 50 cents. So just know what your DoorDash base pay is. If it's $2.25, $2.50, $2.75, just know that if it's up to the $6 in that amount with the 25 cent, 50 cent, or 75 cent, there's a chance that the payout will be higher. So I mean, it depends still on some other factors. It depends on the restaurant, and it depends on how many items, you know, so don't expect it every time, but that's kind of what I have found in my area. The $6.50 are the ones that usually turn into something more, whether it's, you know, 50 cents more, or, you know, $1 more, $10 more. So just be aware of that. So I was happy it went up. I didn't hit my goal for today, but you can still watch till the end of the video and I'll have my totals up there for the day. So it was kind of, besides the fact that I got a little angry about that Spark order, it was pretty much an uneventful day. And I think the difference was not getting any, you know, just decent orders. They don't have to be great or even good, just decent orders from DoorDash on the lunch rush. Like I didn't take any orders from DoorDash on the lunch rush. So I think if I could have worked a few of those in, I probably would have hit my goal today, because I was pretty close. I was really close. So thanks for riding along with me today, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. So have a good night, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.